morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Matt Fosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Smith catches left side. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Kendricks able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Over!
They're going to look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Hill. So he got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! Over!
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Kerry Hyder in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Michael Kendricks. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing. Yardage back at the 42.
Right there. All day, baby. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if the offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. McKinnon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Watch him now, Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marsh. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
No. Check. Patriot.
They run it with McKinnon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Set. Blue 90. Gun.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll look to throw here. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Gone!
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marsh. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shifts by him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
All going deep here for Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And incomplete here on third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Detroit!
Now McKinnon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Leopard!
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run it with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
21.
Now it's the backup Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
No, check, Patriot!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Looking to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Well, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Over, over! Over, over! Hot! Hot!
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff. Johnson trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Marsh. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and run it here. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Lions on third down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here again is McKinnon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Niners on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. They pitch it out to Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. But he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 47 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they